It's that time of year again. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's EricRayweather here with the top 5 best playbooks in Madden to help you win more games. I'm going to give you some honorable mentions, and then I'm going to go over the official top 5. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you some defensive playbooks to help you out on that side of the ball as well. Now, if you're new to the channel and you always want to be up to date on all the latest Madden tips and news, make sure you subscribe, turn the bell icon on so that you never miss out on any of these important uploads. And if you want to take your game to the next level, I've partnered with Huddle.gg. Whether you're a pro, whether you're a veteran, these guys have breakdowns from the best players in the world. They have something for everybody, and you can get started for free and up your Madden game by a lot by just clicking my link in the description below. Now, let's get into these playbooks. Now let's just knock out these quick honorable mentions before we get to the official top 5 playbooks. You always want to check out the Saints playbook. A lot of people would argue that it's a top 5 playbook, but I feel like there's some more playbooks that are just a little bit more stacked than the Saints. But the Saints playbook always has a lot of unique stuff and a lot of variety. You also want to check out the Chargers playbook. It was updated towards the end of last year, and that is carried over to this year. They've got a really good trips tight end, a really good gun bunch, and a lot of other variety that you want to check out in that playbook. Definitely check out the Falcons if you're a gun bunch player. They have one of the best, if not the best, gun bunch in the game this year. Also, if you're a run-heavy QB type of player, you like to play with the Ravens, check out the Ravens playbook because they have a ton of really crazy variety, especially in the QB run department, and some cool things like a bunch of different jet sweeps and those types of plays. So definitely a little bit more of an outside-of-the-box playbook, but one that you want to look into. Now, let's get into the official top 5. At number 5 on the list, you got the Seattle Seahawks Playbook, a really good playbook, but one that a lot of people don't tend to use for some reason. You got some unique stuff in single back. You've got I-form wing and I-form H tight, which are really good running formations. You've got some strong stuff. You got some pistol stuff, but in shotgun, you've got a whole lot of stuff. Gun wing pair. This is not in a whole lot of playbooks. Really unique. You've got ace offset, wing slot offset. You've got your doubles. You've got your wide trips. Then you got your trips tight end offset, another formation you don't see in a whole lot of playbooks. You've got gun bunch, one of the better gun bunches in the game, and most of you know how important this formation is in Madden. You got the clear out SE out, which is a really good play that's not in a lot of gun bunches in other playbooks. You've got bunch trail. You've even got mesh post, which is finally starting to be put in more playbooks, making this one of the best gun bunches in the game. Then you've got gun bunch tight end, another formation that's really good but not found in a whole lot of playbooks. And it keeps going. Bunch open tight end, tight slots. You've got spread stuff. You've got tray Y flex, another good formation every year in the game. You've got empty bunch, another formation that is not in a whole lot of playbooks. You've even got gun empty hawk. So really shotgun wise, you got almost anything you could ask for in this playbook, and you still have a solid under center. Check out the Seattle Seahawks playbook. Number 4 on the list, the 49ers playbook. They have a ton of stuff. This was their NFL Live playbook from last year, which is now turned into their main playbook of this year. And last year, their NFL Live playbook was really sick. You've got a lot of great under center stuff in single back, but when you get to their I form, it gets really good. You've got I form close, which is stocked with all of the best run plays and pass plays from I form close. You've got the I form slot close, which is a really good running formation. You even got stuff like I form tight and I form wing, which are two of the better running formations in the game. You even got strong close, which has all of the best passing and running plays that you could find in strong close, including mesh post, which is something that was newly added at the end of last year to this formation, just making it that much better. And then you come to the shotgun, you have split close, always one of the best formations in the game. You've got a slew of other stuff. You got your doubles, your trio, you've got your tray, which is kind of similar to like a trips tight end look. You've got bunch wide. You've got a really good shotgun tight here if you like the compressed sets. You've got also tray open. You've got tray Y flex with some new unique plays added, as well as some of the fan favorites like dagger and things of that nature. You've got some empty sets here. Really a stacked playbook for shotgun and under center. It's got everything you could kind of want outside of a gun bunch formation. If you're a gun bunch player, this won't be the playbook for you, but if you don't need gun bunch, the 49ers is a really solid playbook. At number 3 on the list, it's the West Coast alternate playbook. This is on the list every year because it's just such a unique playbook. It's not the most stacked playbook, but it has some of the best stuff in the game. You've got a lot of different things you can do out of single back. I particularly like the single back doubles north, a very overlooked formation every year in the game. You come to I form and you got some decent stuff like I form tight and I form wing to help you run the ball. You've got some strong close in this playbook, which is also really good. Strong close, always one of the better under center formations in the game. Then you come to the near and the far. Now this is what's really unique. You don't see this in any other playbooks, and these are really good running formations with the halfback inside and the fullback dive. Very good in short yardage situations. These runs are really hard to stop, and you have them throughout this entire playbook between all of these different near and far formations. You also have, you know, plays with corner routes and posts and stuff like that. You can really mix it up with these formations and have a tough under center. But then you come to shotgun, and really the reason you pick this playbook is because of its gun bunch formation. It's always the best gun bunch in the game. So many people have perfected the West Coast bunch that you could literally sit in this formation all game because of what it has to offer. Wide receiver post, an amazing play that's not in a lot of other playbooks. You've got deep attack, another rare bunch play. You've got mesh post, which is now starting to get added to other playbooks, but still one of the best bunch plays in the game. You've got verticals. You've got deep corner, another play that's not in a whole bunch of playbooks. You've got corner strike. You've got inside cross. You've got, there's another one. You've got stick, which doesn't look like much, but the corner route on this play is one of the best corner routes in the game. So the gun bunch alone is why you pick this playbook, but you also have some other things that you can go to as well. But between gun bunch and the various under center formations, this is always one of the top playbooks in Madden. Number 2 on the list, another playbook that is always on the top playbook list, that's the Patriots Playbook. I mean, this playbook's been one of the best playbooks for the last 10 years. It's just got a ton of different things here in single back you could do. You've got some stuff in I form. Really, I form tight's going to be your best running formation. You got some strong, you got some weak close, but the shotgun is why you pick this book. You pick this book because you want to pass the ball. It's got split close, the best split close in the game because of plays like X drag trail and some other things like the PAY shot that aren't in every other playbook. You've got the gun A slot offset, one of my favorite formations in the game. This is one of the best. It is stacked with everything you need to move the ball down the field, but that's not all. There's more. You've got your doubles. You've got your Y off trips pats, another really tough formation that is maybe only in 1 or 2 other playbooks, and this is the best playbook that has it in it. You also have gun trips tight end, one of the best and most stacked trip tight ends in the game. If you like running trips tight end, this is the playbook for you, but it also has a stacked gun bunch, one of the better ones in the game, and we all know how good this formation is in Madden. But that's not it. There's more. You've got tight slots, you've got spread stuff, you even got trips tight end flex, which is another really tough formation. You've got trips Y flex, you've got empty ace patriot, empty base flex, just a ton of stuff. If you want to light it up on offense from shotgun, the Patriots Playbook is where you need to be. And last but not least, coming in at number 1 for the second year in a row, the Las Vegas Raiders Playbook, because it literally got almost everything. It's the most stacked playbook. It's pretty much like a custom playbook. It doesn't necessarily specialize in one formation. It's just a jack of all trades and has everything. I would say it's more of a runner's playbook because it has so many good under center formations and single back, but you also have all these I form formations like I form close with all of the best runs and passes. You've got I form H slot. You've got I form close slot. They all have stretch plays. A lot of them have the bubble screens and stuff like that, or the RPOs in them. You've got the I form tight with the stretch. You've got the I form wing with the stretch looky and things like that. Again, ton of stuff in single back, especially the single back wing flex close, a really solid formation to run and pass out of. But you also got strong close with some of the best passing plays and running plays. You've got strong tight, something you don't see in a lot of playbooks. You even got weak close flex. Then you come to shotgun and you have a ton of stuff. You have wing slot offset. You've got tight doubles, which is a really solid formation. Keep going. You've got your doubles. You've got your Y trips. You've got a really good trips tight end, one of the better trips tight ends in the game. Keep going. We've got bunch tight end, not in a lot of playbooks. Really solid formation. You got gun bunch, always the best formation in Madden, and it's one of the better gun bunches. It has some solid plays in it. It's not the best, but it does have some good plays. You keep going. You got tight slots, halfback weak, a formation that's also not in a lot of playbooks, a formation that was really good last year and looks to be good again this year. You've got spread Y flex. You've got tray Y flex, always one of the top formations. You just have everything you could want. Empty tray stack, empty trio, empty base flex, bunch quads, not in a lot of playbooks. You got 4 different empty sets in this playbook. You can run the ball down people's throats with all of the variety under center, and you've got anything you could almost want in terms of passing the ball from shotgun in this game. You can find something in this playbook no matter what type of player you are. The number 1 playbook in the game, as always, for the second year in a row at least, the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, as far as defensive playbooks, it takes a little bit longer to figure out what the true best defensive playbooks in the game are, because it really revolves around which defensive formations wind up being the best that year, and that hasn't truly been figured out yet. But a few good ones to start with that have a lot of good variety are the Dolphins playbook, the Jets playbook, and the Giants playbook. And then the one that I'm personally using to start the year, the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, because it has a good variety of things I like nickel 335 and dollar. And early on, just from playing the game a little bit, nickel 335 does seem like it's going to be one of the better defensive formations this year for making adjustments, having good coverage styles of defense, and getting good pass rush from your defensive line. So if you want to check out a really good playbook, try out the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's one of the better defensive playbooks in the game right now. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.